I'm racing to tell the world how you think this woman the greatest. That nigga held you down the cricket for 6 years.
Ever since
Papoose and Clarissa Shields' relationship was made public, Remy Ma has been going into a downward spiral and creating for all the wrong reasons. Headlines. Papoose has remained steadfast in the face of allegations that she had done everything, including reportedly sending him pornographic images and videos to entice him back. He has publicly acknowledged that he is still upset with Remy for spying on him throughout their marriage. Reconciliation was clearly out of the question, as he reportedly even broke down the very moment he saw their relationship was in complete disarray. Fans may remember that a few weeks ago, Remy shared text conversations between Papoose and Clarissa, which caused everything to blow up. Clarissa apparently warned Papoose in those texts to move swiftly, because a specific girl's PR team may have a negative reaction. Given that her movie was due out in late December, she presented it as a component of a larger plan to save her reputation. But Remy took those communications as evidence of disloyalty. She said Papoose was planning to fix her up with another lady, and even threatened to reveal private information about her life, accusing him of conspiring against her. Remy went so far as to accuse Papoose of touching her in the garage in a since-deleted post, claiming she had to contact the police to get him to leave. The situation simply grew more complicated from there. Remy openly blasted Shields for meddling in her marriage in further messages that surfaced between Papoose and Clarissa. Clarissa lashed back almost instantly, reversing Remy's position and claiming that Remy was the one who dissolved their 15-year marriage in order to safeguard their young children. Clarissa claims that rather than dealing with matters in private, Remy was out here entertaining drama. Papoose promptly confirmed such assertions. Without holding anything, he called Remy a narcissist.
When I got in here, like I done been to 1,000 battles, seen the battle turn, 600 bleeds, 600 snag, like so I'm used to it. It's like, it's to be expected. Just like do something like that, I mean,
Right. Who had regularly cheated on him. He disclosed that before eventually moving on, he had made many divorce requests, stating unequivocally that he would not put up with falsehoods being disseminated online, particularly when their daughter was being accosted at school over the rumors. Papoose also refuted Remy's most audacious claim, which was that he had any role in her previous incarceration. He emphasized that he had never arrested anybody and never would. Calling such a charge blatantly untrue, in an email he said, "I will never get anybody arrested again, ever," and that. He accused Remy of fabricating stories, manufacturing drama, and even digging up decade-old text messages to twist the truth and justify her own infidelity. One of the most devastating strikes then followed, while he was at home with their child over Christmas. Papoose posted a picture of Remy cuddling up with her alleged side piece. Eazy The Block Captain, a battle rapper, then entered the discussion, dragging Remy with some serious banter and basically accusing her of attempting to change the subject after being discovered. He claimed that although Papoose was prepared to handle the divorce like an adult, Remy persisted in making things worse in public. However, a persistent rumor of Rhee's relationship with Eazy was the catalyst that really set everything in motion. At a rap concert, Papoose reportedly attacked Eazy after feeling insulted, escalating their hostility. Witnesses said that what began as a disagreement turned into violence when Papoose reportedly placed hands on Eazy until he was on the ground. There was anarchy. Security had to intervene as many ran out of the room in the meantime. Pictures of Remy and Eazy enjoying dinner together, sharing extremely private moments, and even making an appearance on Fox 5 News in April 2023, when viewers felt they were a bit too close, started to surface online, in an effort to seem composed on Twitter. Remy continued to deny the affair. She dismissed the rumors, urging fans to stop spreading false information and stating that her attention was on her Chrome event. However, when battle rapper G.I. Gotti revealed her during a live rap fight on stage, the story took an entirely other turn. He openly asserted, that Eazy and Remy had been surreptitiously following Papoose around. He further mentioned that Papoose, who was frequently in the spotlight during Remy's fights, was nowhere to be found that evening, implying that he couldn't bear to be in the same room as them. Gotti intensified her accusations against Remy, saying that he had betrayed the same guy who had supported her while she was imprisoned. Fans saw his speech, which left the crowd in disbelief, as proof that the affair rumors were true. The internet then went into overdrive. Remy made an effort to remain calm in public, but the tension was further heightened by Papoose's choice to go on with Claressa Shields. It appeared to be the last straw for him. He was prepared to end the chapter and begin anew after years of devotion. However, it seems that Remy's strange behavior on the internet was sparked by the anguish of witnessing him not only depart but do so with a well-known partner. What started out as rumors of adultery has now descended into one of the messiest breakups in hip-hop history, and there are no indications that it will end anytime soon. Interview Remy, however, seemed unfazed by the claims in public. She dismissed everything, as if nothing important had occurred. She appeared on 15 Minutes of Fame radio for an interview after the rap war, and many people anticipated that she would strongly respond to G.I.'s explosive shout-out. Rather, she maintained her calm and remained composed. She pretended that Gotti's remarks were completely unoriginal, repeating what had been going about on blogs for the previous 3 or 4 months, rather than adding any new depth to the story. Interview Remy made an effort to minimize everything, but the drama persisted. When a leaked audio clip where Eazy was effectively confessing to the affair surfaced and was temporarily shared by John before being removed, things became even more heated. He was heard candidly admitting to the infidelity on the video, stating things like, "Yo, you are both cheating and asterisk. She was unfaithful to him. I should have known better." Regardless of what transpired, I understood that by being in New York and near Remy, I was interfering with his circumstances. I wanted to keep this a secret because I knew he would attack me if it ever leaked. What many had suspected was confirmed by the tape. The internet never forgets. Despite the fact that it was swiftly removed, however, Papoose claims that his issues with Remy date back years before Eazy was even involved. He had maintained that Remy had already betrayed him a long time ago. Papoose's own alleged adultery has also been the subject of years of circulating rumors. In reality, in 2017, a lady appeared in an interview with Tasha K and said that she and Papoose had been engaged throughout Remy's prison term. She insisted that her child belonged to him and even went so far as to claim he got her pregnant. The woman, fed up with being insulted online, begged for others to know the truth. Many fans questioned whether Papoose had actually been faithful throughout the years. Remy was imprisoned after discovering the shocking accusations. Rumors circulated that Remy finally found out about a potential hidden kid, which allegedly infuriated her. Others said that she may have turned a blind eye, understanding that it was unreasonable to demand total fidelity over such a lengthy absence. But Papoose instantly slapped back and turned it off. He accused the woman of lying in a long Instagram post, revealing that a DJ had sent him a video of her plotting with a buddy to make up the entire tale. In addition to denying being the father of the kid, he made fun of her looks and declared, "I would never cheat on my wife. The earth she walks on is something I love. However, it would most certainly not be with someone like her if I did ... asterisk ... Although his remarks sparked criticism for being unkind, Papoose went one step farther and asserted that the woman was seeking influence. He said that she had even been paid to fabricate the tale, noting that she had amassed thousands of followers since she began promoting it. He and Remy at the time emphasized on social media that no outside noise could shatter their image as the epitome of #Black Love. Flipping the script to blame Remy for snooping, making up lies, and projecting her own disloyalty onto him, Papoose insisted that he had always been faithful. In the present day, everything appears quite different. Papoose and Claressa Shields have progressed, publicly commemorating their accomplishments together with appearances at Hawaii Fest 2025 and even a Hawaii vacation for Valentine's Day. According to insiders, Remy has been finding it difficult to handle the split, despite his claims that he filed for divorce many times after discovering her adultery. Rumors indicate she has been sending him graphic images and videos in an effort to woo him back. However, because they are still not formally divorced, the issue is still confusing. There is potential for much more conjecture and clumsy back and forth in that gray region. Ultimately, what began as rumors of infidelity have escalated into one of the most spectacular splits in hip-hop history, with Remy apparently struggling to maintain a relationship that has already faded away, and Papoose flourishing in a new one. Few tales in recent years have drawn as much attention to hip-hop drama as the tales of Eazy, the Block Captain, Papoose, and Remy Ma. What started as rumors of adultery swiftly turned into a full-scale public spectacle, complete with social media meltdowns, rap battle callouts, and leaked communications. However, even the most devoted admirers were surprised by the most recent turn of events. According to reports, Eazy The Block Captain has formally broken up with Remy Ma after she lost her heartbreaking alimony battle. This development depicts heartache, humiliation, and maybe a dose of retribution for someone who once stood tall as the queen of combat, rap, and a symbol of tenacity in hip-hop. We're delving deeply into every aspect of this startling split today, from the development of their relationship to the fissures that began to appear, the court battles that forced their identities through the system, and the final breakdown that has placed Remy under unprecedented public scrutiny. We must go back in time to comprehend why this moment seems so combustible. In the past, Remy Ma and Papoose were regarded as one of the most successful hip-hop couples. They had created a public persona of black love that admirers loved, celebrated her return with sincere acts of devotion, and survived the storm of her jail sentence. Papoose was hailed for years for supporting his wife during her time in prison, being there for her at every turn, and turning into a societal icon of devotion. The rumors of adultery with the center's burgeoning battle rap star, Eazy The Block, were particularly damaging because of this. The public began to criticize Remy because of the notion that she may turn on the man who had supported her. Eazy was regularly spotted in Remy's circle and whispers. In 2022 and 2023, which is when the alleged romance initially came to light, since she was assisting in the management of events like Chrome 23, their relationship was initially minimized and dismissed as professional. As time passed, however, fans realized their intimacy extended beyond business. Pictures started to appear, TV appearances, dinners, and sometimes too personal behind-the-scenes encounters. Then the pivotal moment arrived. G.I. Gotti, a battle rapper, let it all out on stage during a live rap fight. He accused Remy of sneaking around with ease behind Papoose's back in an accusation that went deeper than a headline. Papoose always attended Remy's fights, but he was noticeably missing that evening. It wasn't a coincidence to the fans. Then the rumors started to circulate. There have been reports that Papoose and Eazy got into a physical altercation, which some people said they saw happen. Social media was having a great time analyzing every appearance. Every bar and every piece of footage believed Remy had ruined her marriage for a younger celebrity. Remy made an effort to minimize the conversation. Throughout it all, in interviews, she responded calmly, reiterated that the websites were simply reposting the same gossip, and denied blatant infidelity. Denial, however, did not halt the avalanche. Now for the audio leak. After sharing a video of Eazy confessing to the affair, John swiftly removed it. "Kyo, we were cheating on each other." He allegedly stated she was unfaithful to him. "Being in New York with Remy, should have known better. I was aware that I was interfering with his circumstances." Asterisk, the internet saved the audio forever, despite its quick disappearance. It was the smoking gun. That tape Many had been anticipating it. Eazy was unable to deny that something improper had occurred beyond that point. The last straw for Papoose was the treachery. Over the years, he had been charged with his own alleged infidelity, including rumors that started when Remy was in jail. He vehemently rejected it and even made fun of her appearance. When a lady claimed to have given birth to his kid, accusing her of pursuing clout. However, none of these changed the fact that Papoose declared he was done when the roles were reversed. He repeatedly sued for divorce, charged Remy with manipulation and narcissism, and most importantly, moved on with boxing star Clarissa Shields. Going public with Clarissa was the decision that put Remy into what some admirers called a downward spiral. She accused Papoose of trying to have her jailed, conniving against her, and even supporting other women in an effort to bring her down in posts that surfaced online. She presented herself as the victim of a bigger plot, posted past communications, and made oblique allusions to physical altercations. The people, however, didn't buy it. The storyline was solidified at that point due to her own actions. Remy had ended her marriage, and Papoose was doing well with a new partner. What impact did that have on her connection with the captain of Eazy The Block? She first gave the impression that she was doubling down by supporting him despite criticism from supporters. However, things weren't as stable behind the scenes as they seemed. According to reports, the couple started to feel the effects of money, especially from legal disputes and financial stress. Remy's relationship with Eazy deteriorated as her divorce procedures with Papoose devolved into contentious arguments over assets and alimony. The pivotal moment was the alimony case. Insiders claim that Remy suffered a surprise legal setback that left her in a precarious financial situation. Papoose, who had previously served as her provider and protector, is now in a position to get money from her. It was a cruel and public humiliation for a lady who had taken pride in her independence and fortitude. Social media was inundated with comments from fans ridiculing the demise of someone who had previously exuded stability and strength. Additionally, it happened during this